Hi, and welcome to Don't Shrink to Fit podcast. This podcast is all about you and all the courageous, driven women like you. We are here to inspire, to empower, to share, and to embrace one another. We will be talking with women from different backgrounds and careers about love, family, friendship, their wins and falls, and what it took for them to live the life they love. I am your host, Claudia Noriega-Bernstein, and I am so happy you're here today. Hi everyone, and thank you for being at the Don't Shrink to Fit podcast. Today, because we are 2 weeks away from the end of the year, I wanted to do a solo episode and bring some things to your attention while I encourage you to go after what you want. This episode is for anyone who feels stuck in life. Now, do you know what is the number one thing that stands in everyone's way? Fear. When we feel fear, we start to discourage ourselves from going after what we want. We start to look for evidence why this is not or will never be possible for us. But what if you open the door to the possibility that it is? The truth about successful people is not that they are the most talented or they have more possibilities or more money or more connections. The common denominator of successful people is that they never quit, plain and simple. They fall, they fail, they face challenges, they get tired, but they keep going. Action over method, discipline, not desire, purpose as fuel, and consistency. They just don't freaking give up. I don't believe in coincidences. If you are listening to this, it's because you're searching for something. Maybe this is your sign, your reminder to get out of the comfort zone that is holding you back, because you're never truly stuck if you're still searching, if you're still curious, if you're still hungry for more. The moment you ask yourself, is this it? Is this enough for me? Is the moment that something becomes activated, something inside of you wakes up. But before that even happens, you gotta notice there is something that doesn't feel right. It's like wearing a dress or a suit that is one size too small. Doesn't fit right? It's uncomfortable, restricting you. It's just not you. So what do? You find another size. That's what awakening feels like. It starts with a single belief, the belief that you deserve better, more. And that belief leads you to a decision, the decision to start searching and to get curious. Whether it's your job, your relationship, your friendship, oftentimes we get manipulated by our emotional wounds, and we feel stuck. We feel torn between the desire to grow and the fear of change. We lose hope, we feel burned out, and our mind keeps comparing what we don't have instead of celebrating what we already have achieved. I can tell you you are meant for more until I am blue in my face, but until you decide that good enough is not longer enough, nothing changes. When you raise your vibration to a frequency that matches what you desire, you start activating everything that is meant for you. It all begins with a thought, a whisper, and the conversation you have with yourself in those quiet moments or in front of the mirror. Everything you want is available for you. Possibilities are unlimited. You just have to want it enough to move towards it. Remember, the one that wants the most is the one that gets it. I want you to close your eyes and think of something that you want very, very bad. Now, if you're driving, wait until you get home to do this exercise. But I want you to say it out loud. I want you to declare it, even if you have to say it really, really soft. Where you are right now is not your life. It's not the end. It's not your destination. And if you're still there tomorrow, next week, or next month, that's a choice. You have to feel it as much as you have to believe it. That's when you become unstoppable. For many years, I let the voices around me and the ones outside and the ones in my head tell me what was possible for me. I believe I wasn't worthy of more. But then I realized something important. Gratitude and wanting more are not opposites. You can be deeply grateful for what you have and still crave for more. More peace, more joy, more purpose, even more pleasure. Scarcity is believing there is not enough, and abundance is knowing there is always more. And the key to abundance begins with feeling that you are enough and worthy of it. You might be in a job that drains you, a relationship that feels heavy, or a phase of life that no longer fits. It's not okay to pause and ask yourself, does this still make sense? If the answer is no, give yourself permission to want more. I have reinvented myself many times in my life. The last time I was 55. I launched a podcast, published books, started a coaching full-time, and began speaking at events. These were things I would dream about for years, but never acted on, until I decided to reinvent myself. And here's the truth. There is no age limit on reinvention. There is no deadline to claim the life you have always wanted. Sometimes we are so afraid to ask for what we want that even thinking about it paralyzes us. So I dare you to say it out loud, because when you do, you make your desire real. You tell your mind, I am serious about this. And that's when your subconscious starts creating a bridge between your dream and your next step. Like my friend Heather says, ask yourself, what's that whisper? What's that voice inside of you that you can only hear in those quiet moments? Let me ask you something. What's the worst that could happen if you go for it? The truth is you will probably end up exactly where you are, only wiser, stronger, and with more experience. We are 2 weeks away from the end of the year, and I want to encourage you to pause and really look at where you are in your life right now, what makes sense and what doesn't. Give yourself permission to want more, because life is meant to be lived, not endured. Settling is often driven by fear of failure, of the unknown, of loneliness, but fear is not the truth, and low self-worth makes us accept less than what we deserve. This is your permission slip to ask for more, in your job, in your relationships, and in the life you are building. Don't let your limiting beliefs call the shots. I am living proof that circumstances don't define us. Our belief does. The only thing that separates us from someone who's stuck, from someone who's thriving, is the belief that they were meant for more. You are not too old. You are not too late. You are not behind. You're right on time. And this moment is your invitation to begin. So pause, reframe, and remind yourself, the only certainty in life is the choices you make. You will never know what's on the other side of fear until you decide to walk through it. Courage is in the absence of fear. It's the strength to act in spite of it. So happy holiday, my friends. And may 2026 be the year you have the courage to ask for more. Thank you all for listening to the Don't Shrink to Fit podcast. If you like this episode, please write a juicy comment below and subscribe to my podcast. Remember, we can only fly if we embrace each other. Until next week, be happy, be safe, and be kind to yourself.